Easy. Hmm? Hmm. Hey guys, hello. All right, I'm drawing a girl. The name's on the actual list. Um, hey, I'm not sure. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm doing digital today. Um, I wish I can. Yeah, I haven't really done digital for a while, so yeah, might as well do some digital drawing. Last time I did that was May. Because that I was on a very big project. It's been I was doing that illustration project for about a year. It finishes on May, so since then I didn't really do any digital drawings like full scale digital drawings at all. So I thought I'll pick it up and give that a go. I even sold my big iPad. I only got a iPad mini here. Hello. So yeah, it turns out it's not nothing has changed. Oh, by the way, yep, let's talk about change. Actually, something has changed. Procreate released a latest version and updated a lot of brushes, which made me a little confused about certain how to use certain brushes that I get used to. Couldn't find them anymore. So I thought, you know what, might as well just adapt to the latest brush. You see, that's the thing about digital art, that you can't bypass the fact that brushes affect the result a lot. Well, we often say that your skill is actually the final thing that actually affect the final result. That's right, but brushes there too. So if it's in the way between you and your final outcome, then we can't really ignore that, isn't it? Yeah, we just have to keep it there and keep thinking about that. Yeah, digital is something that works for most of us. It's easy to access, and you don't have to have a lot of space to store your gears, and they're not gonna get expired. Oh, subscription will get expired if you using some other tools, but things like Procreate, where you can just buy it for I think $20 or some kind. Compared to the other tools, this is the cheapest. Right? Let's say if you want to buy a box of marker, and the marker will dry eventually, and then you don't have any marker to use if you want to draw. Or if you're missing one color, you don't have ink, you might have to buy another whole set again, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, having an infinite having the iPad is like having an infinite of art supplies that's just there. That's why professionals are all using digital, because you just can't resist of the convenience that you got with it. But I still couldn't find a good app that can draw better on my mobile phone. See, I tried it last time with IB's Pen, and that sucks, so I don't want to do that anymore. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, get the cheapest iPad is, it's not that expensive here in Australia. Plus, you can buy secondhand. I sold my big iPad secondhand about three months ago, and that was a bargain, I feel like. So I'd say if you want to buy that, there will be a lot of options out there. Plus, the cheapest one is actually work with Apple Pencil and everything, so there's no difference. To be honest, the difference between the new Apple Pencil and the Apple Pencil Pro and Apple Pencil 2 and the previous Apple Pencil are extremely minor. Okay, they're not important at all. It's like the latest one, you can see how you twisted the brush and everything. That's not important at all. It's just a selling point. That little gimmick does not matter. So yeah, you can just buy the affordable one to start with, and when you become a pro, you can buy something better. Thanks. I hope it's getting there. Hey Bahaya. Hello. Okay, so she looks kind of creepy. I need to change some of the details on her face, make her look like less creepy. She actually have this surprised look of her. I know for a fact that a lot of shapes and shadings that I'm doing right now are completely not important or even just wasting time. But still, I want to have a good vibe while drawing that. So sometimes I'll do shadings, a little bit shadings like what I just did to the eye, just to purely make myself feel better and make the artwork look a little more convincing. I know for a fact that it will look fine if I just trust the process and everything will be okay towards the end. But I just like to do that. That was a little hobbies to make myself feel better about the drawing. And since we're working on art, feeling is very important, isn't it? Yeah, Ibis Pant is good. I mean, like it's very. The one thing I don't like it is that it's small. But that's not the fault of Ibis Pen. Um, it's a problem with my phone. If I have a big screen phone, it'll probably work better. But I don't. So yeah, and um, I know um, what you call it. Procreate is an app that you need to purchase, but compared to other apps where they charge you annual subscriptions and stuff, this is good because they only charge you once for lifetime. You get update, you get new latest brushes and everything. So you don't. You buy it once and you don't. And that's like what less than $20 I remember when I first purchased it. I know in different countries the price is different, but I'm in Australia, so $20 would you get from $20? You can buy you can you can buy a like good McDonald's meal with that money, and that's it. So if you eat one less McDonald's, you'll be okay. The head is a little too skinny. I always have this little problem I need to fix. But it's not a big deal since we're on digital. Everything is easy. Freeform, slightly wider, and rotate a little bit, and problem solved. Easy peasy. Yeah, for the fact that I should correct some of my habit. Like for example, I can just double tap the side of the pen to swap between um, rubber and the brush, but I kind of just like to click the buttons. I don't know why. I need to change that because it's more efficient to double tap and change tools. Hello. Oh, that's a lot of people now. Yeah, so that part below, I'm gonna start to draw the rest of the hair. Yeah, I don't know why. I just keep tapping the tab. I know for a fact that it's more efficient, and I know I should try that or try to get a habit of double tap on the side of the pencil. But somehow it's just not there. Oh, by the way, if you draw with like Apple Pencil, have you seen people actually having those rubber thing that helps to wrap around the pencil? Kind of like make the pencil a little more chunky. Because Apple Pencil is really, really skinny, and the problem with that is if you hold it for a very long time, you get tired. So if you want to do professional work and you just have to hold it for a long time, you are gonna have to think about how to deal with it. I've seen people on YouTube talking about how they wrap the pencil with like a wrapping, and the thing is more chunkier than the actual Apple Pencil, so you could hold it longer. So basically, you like holding a normal pencil kind of thickness. I wish I can try that. Hey Ruja, how you doing? Yeah, I wish I could give that a go. Actually, I'm gonna just see if there are such thing available there somewhere. Okay. Alright, so that is the very basics of the draft. Now after the draft, that's great, good to know. After the draft, I'm gonna move on to a new layer and try to work out the detailed ink lie. Now, since Procreate changed lots of the brushes, I don't really know which brush I like to use or which ink brushes I like to use anymore. I'm having to like do a bit of a exploration and figure out which one works the best for me. Yeah, so I will need to go have a look and see which one works. Hello. Hey, dot us. Alright, I got pretty much the basics worked out. Time to move on. Now let me have a look one more time about the perspective and the proportion. I think the proportion is almost there. The eye is a little bigger than what it's supposed to be, but I can make it slightly narrower by removing the lines at the bottom part, and that would help. Yeah, that actually works better. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Let me. Her name is Waguri. Kaoruko Waguri. My name is William Hart. I don't know if my name is William Hart. Kaoruko. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is to make this layer less obvious. Just bring it down a little more and create a new layer. I don't want to lock the previous one, but this works better. And Belarave is the one I'm using right now, and I kind of like this one, so I'm gonna my name is not William Hart. I'm going to trace the outlines with it. Now I do have lots of area that it's not very cleaned. Yeah, and I just I want to figure out how I deal with it. Never mind, I'm just starting now. Good thing about that is I can always zoom in a little more to make it happen. and I'll change the color to black. That's too chunky. Oh, I need to bring this down so whenever I do like long lines, it's not going to be too chunky. I don't know who William Hart is. Okay, you know what? I think this brush works. I kind of like it. It's one of those flat brush I tend to use it on Photoshop when I want to trace things. It's got very similar feel to it. Yeah, you know what? Because my iPad is small, so that kind of makes each of the detail that I draw a bit tricky. I wish I didn't sell the big one. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm adding more. Start to add more shadings on, not lines on the other side. That's weird. I have to change it a little bit. Customize. How do I change that? Oh, here. Smooth. I'm gonna change the taper stability a little level, a little high. Yeah, that's better. 28. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember the number. Oh, somehow the color becomes white. Yeah, that's a wrong information. But that's not important though. Mm. Hair is one of the things that we really have to spend a lot of time on. Or I really have to spend a lot of time on. Not only because it's tricky to draw, but also I think mostly it's not tricky to draw. Mostly is how you arrange it. So if you look at how other people arrange their hair, sometimes you feel like they must have done that with their hand, so they know exactly where everything needs to go. They know very subtle details of the hand movement, of the hair movement. That means they once had long hair, or they just have long hair, so they know that they can draw it well. Yeah, I feel like that because if you have long hair, you know how hair tangles and how hair kind of go together like a group. Then you have more experience compared to other people when it comes to drawing hair. This is Procreate. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Procreate. Um, okay. Now, if I'm in US, what's the time? At the moment, it's their afternoon. Oh, hang on, it's their midnight or early morning. Like, yeah, the most of people in US are still sleeping. If I'm in US, I'll be still in yesterday, which is Friday. Now, I wish I'm still in yesterday. You see, I'm still with this habit of drawing things with outlines, because I know a lot of people don't really do outlines anymore when they do like digital art. They just do like painterly look things. Like Sam does art, don't really use outlines for his artwork. That's why every time I saw he create an artwork, the outline is always very simple to start with. He does have sketches, but his sketches are a lot more simpler. The line is loose, but accurate. Okay, don't get me wrong. The line is loose and accurate, and everything is very simple, which is cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there. Um, yeah, I'll leave the face like what I usually do till the end. I'm doing the arms and some other areas first. So next Thursday in Australia, the Chainsaw Man movie is going to be showing. I don't really know if I got time to watch it. My plan was to watch it, but I might get really busy on Thursday, so I'll see how things goes. I wish they have like a morning session because I can free up some time in the morning to watch it. But if they don't, could be an issue. Because like all these anime movies, the cinema don't want to put a lot of sessions to that because they know it won't be lots of people watching it, especially if it's like middle of the day and stuff. Thanks, mate. Oh, hang on. Geez, 10% of battery. That's not a good thing. It's kind of remind me to speed up a little. I'll connect these to a charger. Good, thanks. Yeah, I need to use a charger because this thing is about to die. 10% of battery is not gonna last for very long, especially I'm drawing on the iPad mini. But the good thing about iPad mini is it's really easy to move around with. So I like that. I like the size of it. I like the form factor that I can just carry that with me without having to think I'm carrying another electronic device because I can shuffle it to the side pocket of my bag, and that's always very convenient. Where's my charger thing? My charger is at the moment connected to my computer. All right, now there's another one here. Okay, all good. I'm back to the drawing now. I hope this is not gonna give me any extra warning. All right, now is the face. Usually when I do the face, I'll start another layer. Just, you know, I don't want to make mistakes on that. So usually I'll start another layer, but today I think I'm just gonna be in the same layer. Oh, it'll be okay. Yeah, before that, gonna change some little mistakes I made earlier. back to the cleanup section. All right, go back to the face now. It's charging, don't worry, all good. Back to the face. Yeah, well, another very convenient thing about drawing on iPad is I can move things around. I really like that, by the way. When is my birthday? My birthday is in May. I'm a May guy. So kind of middle of the year. You know what? Maybe I should add a little bit of shading to the eye just to make it look better. Oh, that's good to know. Oh my god. May 19th. Ah, you were guessing that. May, yeah, there are lots of days in May, so try not to guess it. There's no point. Okay. Now it's time to be a little more creative, because the drawing I have here, based on, it's very low resolution, super low resolution. So I can't really see half of the details. I might just have to make up the shape of the eyelashes based on my own interpretation and imagination, because the actual artwork is like super low res. I'm adding some shadings here just to make it look more interesting. All right. I'm gonna go back to here. I'll add a little nose here. The mouse, I don't really see the mouse at all. So basically, I don't see that. I just see a line. So I'm gonna draw a line there too. If the line I draw is too high or too low, I might have to change that later. But yeah, so far it's just a dot there. What time is it? Holy moly. It's 7 already. Guys, I might have to go off soon. Didn't know the time flies. How long did I spend on the drawing? 40 minutes. I thought I was gonna work it out within 40 minutes, but I did not. So never mind. I'll be speeding up a little bit to work out the face, the eye area. Guys, if you use Procreate as well, let me know what's your favorite brush, because I wanna find one that works very well for tracing. At the moment, this one works, but I always feel like there's something off, something just a little bit off with it. The previous one I used to trace has the texture. I like the texture lines, so the line is not like perfectly smooth, but having a bit of a texture there can help me kind of hide my mistakes. But this one is just too smooth. If let's say I make a small mistake on the one that has a bit of texture, you don't really see it that clear. But this one here, if I make a mistake, it's there. It's just right there. So yeah, I might have to just change that and make it easy. I'll see if I can find it back. Yeah, the resolution. Yeah, I know. I wish I can find artwork that has a better resolution, but the thing is, like, every time I went to Pinterest and find some higher resolution images, likely it's not, if it's not done by the original artist, it's an AI image. That just makes things become very sad. Yeah. I've got nothing against the AI image, because I know a lot of fans were using AI image to create their like fan stories with the character, which is cool. But yeah, it actually made it a little tricky for me to find the good reference. Okay. Oh, there's a phone call coming. Yeah, this is the thing about, this is quite personal. So if you are a professional and you're dealing with the industry changes, you just have to deal with it, because this thing cannot roll back. Okay, it's out there now, and it affects everyone. So we just have to find a good usage of it. That's how I feel about this, to be honest. If you just like sit there and completely against it, there's no point. Nobody, it's not gonna stop. It's like when digital art was invented or introduced, people were saying that's not even art. You don't even use brush to draw. You draw on a screen and it's fake. But then after a while, it's acceptable. Everyone likes it. So yeah. Although AI is different, but because AI don't really create, AI just copy and paste in a smarter way. All right, I feel like the thing is fine now. I'm turning off the reference layer, and the overall shape looks okay. Might have to twist a bit here and there, I think, this bump on the face needs to be slightly lower, and her mouth, I can't really see her mouth, so yeah. Yep, you don't need to know who she is. I'm just drawing the pretty girl. That's it. I have to pick up a phone call now, and I'll see what I can do when I come back. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Guys, I'm back. Right. So, yep, I am here to work out. Oh, that's cool. Who's anyone else is drawing right now? I don't know anyone's drawing right now. Yeah, but yeah, I think something funny going on. I don't know why, but my thing get a little bit of glitching somehow. Anyway, not a biggie. Yes, I was saying I need to alter the face a little bit just to make her face look slightly shorter at the bottom part, so she doesn't need to have a pointy chin. And good thing with that is that we can use the other tool to work on that, like Liquify. We'll make the size bigger and just push the chin up. Oh, nice. Yep. Push the chin up a little bit. That will be fine. And then we'll push the chubby part of the face slightly lower. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better now. I have to say it looks a lot better. Okay, I kind of like it, but still the chin, it's not 100%, so do some small operation there. And this side needs to be a little more sharper, I suppose. Now, to be honest, I still enjoy drawing on paper for my personal project, by the way. You can draw, you know what to change when you look at that something wrong with it. you just go in there and change that. Oh yeah, the other thing you could do is to flip the paper, right? You can do the paper flipping thing and just check the face from a different angle. Because when you look at the face from one angle for so long, you don't really know what to do with it, because you've been looking at the same angle for so long. Yeah, so you can flip the thing to the other side and see if that works. Okay, I'm happy with the overall shape of the face. The other side where the hair kind of tangles here, that does not look right. So I might have to just change that. That looks very wrong, to be honest. I'm just gonna get rid of it. And I'll make something easy to spot. Okay, so basically her hair kind of like join the other group of the hair, which is really special. So I want to achieve something like that. Yeah, that should work. I think my brush might... Oh yeah, the rubber is wrong. The rubber is not very good. I'm gonna have to swap that to the same thing. Yeah, to the same drawing brush with my rubber. Sorry, I keep using the word rubber. Here in Australia, we call eraser rubber most of the time. I know rubber means something else in different region, but yeah, I just get used to it. Yeah, look, don't feel bad about that. I do that. I do that all the time. Ruja, don't spread the misinformation. Please don't. I don't want people to confuse. I know you're having fun. Yeah. Okay. Is the hair looking okay? I don't know. I need to zoom out and check out that. All right, that's not bad. I like it. Okay, I like it. Well, this line is quite jagged. I might have to change that one. Yeah, that works better. Phew. Yeah, that's the thing about these very chunky brushes. Not like very smooth brushes, because I had to spend a lot of time to refine it. With the textured brush, it's just there. I don't have to do anything like that. All right, it's not too bad. I'm okay with it. Okay, I won't tell. Um, it's easy to draw on paper. Yes, it's a lot easy. Well, I mean, at least for me, it's a lot easier to draw on iPad compared to drawing on... Oh, sorry, it's a lot easier to draw on paper compared to drawing on iPad, because it just feels better. But look, everyone has different sense. Some people naturally like how it works on iPad. And also, there are a lot of benefit on iPad drawing where you don't have to see I made a mistake. I don't have to start it over again. I can just fix one or two things and I can undo, right? That's the benefit that you can't really get from hand draw anything, right? You can't really do undo at all. But paper, it's real. It's real. You can feel it. In terms of the sense of satisfactory, the paper artwork has much higher level of sense of satisfaction. So I totally feel like if I draw on paper and when I feel like I complete the drawing and the drawing looks good, yeah, the joy is big. I know not everyone agree with that, but it's just me, okay? Because we talk about feelings, so it's gotta be personal. I believe that there are other people who's really good at drawing on iPad would feel the same thing with, I mean, same kind of satisfying effect with like drawing on iPad. I totally, understand that. But for me, on paper, feels real. That's why last time Simra asked me if I want to draw my manga on iPad or on digital or paper, I was hesitant a bit because I thought it will be on my computer, digital for sure. But then I have these second thoughts like cross the back of my mind. I feel like if I can make it on paper, how cool would that be? But then I soon realized I was just like imagining because that's not gonna happen. Too many things to consider, too many changes to do, and I have to like get special paper for it, which I don't think I got the budget for it. Um, yeah, that's the thing. So towards the end, I still feel like it's going to be on digital. Yeah. By the way, I've working on the first and second story, the second chapter of the story. The story is getting a lot better than it was to start with. So yeah, looking forward to do the what you called um, the thumbnail. I'm gonna work on the thumbnail next week to kind of make the story into different frames. And then after that, I will start to think about how I'm gonna actually draw that. So basically, it's going to be a little bit like um, um, haiku in terms of the style. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit like that, and also a little bit like what's the other one? One Punch Man. So a lot of time, um, it will be on the cute mode, and only when it's serious fight and stuff, it will become like a normal mode. Yeah. So that's the plan. Because cute mode is easy to draw. Yeah, manhwa. It's manhwa there. That's right. Me drawing manhwa. That's the plan. All right, I'm happy with what I got so far. So yeah, that's very good actually. All right, I'm gonna call this off now. I will. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I am going to add uh, colors and shadings to the actual drawing. I've changed the drawing a little bit. The original one has less structural details than what I got so far, and also the original one, the hands are slightly different. So yeah, that could be my problem. So I might need to change that too. Um, but yeah, so far so good. All right, thank you guys for staying with me. Um, Happy weekend. Hope you enjoy your rest of the weekend. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your life and enjoy whatever you do there. I'm gonna go look for some food now. Bye. See you later.